All right. We're now learning the mimer, which is called Kiyametes Chemeretz Mitzrayim. Arena Niflaot is in Mimer Melukutim Beit. It's a mimer by the Rebbe, the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And like all the mimeron of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, it comes to explain what God and the Jewish people and the Torah are supposed to do, how they're interconnected and how they're the answer to all the world's problems. But it requires a lot of work, and it requires a lot of internal work also. And that's really the idea of going out of Egypt. Going out of Egypt is becoming more aware of God and our responsibility to God and to the world and to ourselves. Okay, Herschel. So the birth of the Jewish people is that they went out of Egypt. What does it mean going out of Egypt? So it says, of course, they got out of Egypt physically, but the main going out of Egypt was that they became aware of God. In Egypt, they were only thinking about themselves. Thinking about themselves and their bare existence. And they got out of Egypt in order to serve God, like Moses said to Paro. God told Moses to say to Paro, "Shalach et ami v'yavduni," send Paro, get free my people so they can serve me. Very essential. So serving God requires a lot of personal connection. Personal connection, right? A person could be a good doctor, even if he hates his patients. A guy could be a Nazi. He hates people, but you pay him enough money, so he'll heal people. Your intentions aren't really that important in your work. A person can be a lawyer, can be a crooked person, a disgusting person, but if he's a good lawyer, he has a tremendous mind, he remembers all the past, he's a good speaker. So it could be he hates his client and he hates justice and he hates this, but he can do it. Doesn't it make any difference? Judaism doesn't work that way. Judaism is you have to be genuine. You must be genuine. There's a lot of other things that work that way also, but they don't have to be. A person could be in his family, he can conduct a family without any love, without any caring for his children, even though eventually it's going to take its toll. But still you can do it. But Judaism, let's say it's the same thing as a family. You can do it, but to be genuine is essential in Judaism. It's essential in Judaism. You just can't just get by. Go through the actions. Of course, you can do it, but you're missing the essence. The essence of Judaism is connection to God, awareness of God, comprehension of what you can of God, loving God with all your heart, with all your might, with all of your soul, being in awe of God, believing in God. These are the essences of what Judaism is. It is your soul, your heart. And when the Jews were in Egypt, they had no heart, no soul for God. They just had hope. And when Moshe took them out of Egypt, they had no idea what they were getting themselves into. Suddenly they began, little by little, they became more and more aware of God. Until finally on Mount Sinai. So it says the future redemption is going to be like that. There's going to be such a thing as a future redemption. We are going to go out, the Jews now they think that they're free. But really their freedom is their trap. I think there was even a book like that. What is it? The Prison of Freedom or something like that. Escape from Freedom. Oh, famous book. By Eric Fromm, I think it was the book. That freedom can be because we're free, but we don't know what to do with the freedom. So a person imprisons himself. That's the Egypt we're now in now. As the saying goes, God took the Jews from Egypt, but he didn't take Egypt from the Jews. The future redemption will be just like that. That God will take us out, give us a new level of awareness. Says the Rebbe explained though, that the future redemption, according to most opinions, will be totally different, infinitely greater awareness of God than was given to the Jews from going out of Egypt. If so, why does the prophet Micha say, like the days of going out of Egypt, I will show you miracles? So the Rebbe says, one of the reasons is because when we went out of Egypt, we jumped from 0 to 1. It was the beginning. And the jump from 0 to 1, in a way, is much greater than the jump from 1 to a trillion. In other words, that opened up it was an opening. It opened up the potential. Right? Like the totally paralyzed person that manages to move his little toe a little bit. Move his toe one fraction of a centimeter. Right? What is that? What's that worth? Absolutely nothing. But to him, it's worth tremendous because it begins the idea, I can move. I can move. Now I can move more. So the same thing the Jews got out of Egypt, they suddenly became aware, we can be connected to God. We can serve God. A new thing. So the future redemption is going to be infinitely greater than that, but still it will be depending on that. Because that was the opening. Says the Rebbe also, that's why it says, and like the days of going out of Egypt. Okay, Herschel? Dalet. Why does it say, why did Micha, the prophet Micha, say, like the days of going out of Egypt, I will show you miracles? Why does it days? The Jews got out of Egypt one day. And it's even a commandment to remember the day we left Egypt. Zacharat Yom Asher Tzei Zechem Eretz Yisrael. Why does it say days? Dalet. V'zeu gam ki ma shekatuv ki yemei tzei zechem Eretz Yisrael. Yemei lashon rabin. Plural. Maybe move the cup, Herschel, from the edge of the table a little bit in. Takal Yamim, Yamei Geula, Harishona, all of the days from the first redemption when the Jews got out of Egypt, Mi Ad Geula Tira, until the future redemption, Bimei Rabbi Yaminu Amen, Haim, they are Yamei Tzeischel Meretz Mitzrayim. Every day is another day of going out of your personal limitations, kamavor, and getting closer to the ultimate revelation of the Creator. Kamavor b'maimer sham, like it's explained over there in the maimer of the previous Rebbe. Hainu damash b'yitzias Mitzrayim niftach atzinor, that which we said when the Jews left Egypt, it opened up the channel. Gam ala gula tiraf, also for the future redemption. Haseder b'zehu, how does it work? Like this. It's a gradual process. Shebakol yom v'yom. Every single day, me'eit since Yetziat Mitzrayim, the Jews left Egypt, Ada Geula Tira, until the future redemption, Nase Inyan Yetziat Mitzrayim, it was made, the whole idea of going out of your limitations is done Ma'aliyoter. It's a little bit higher, a little bit greater. A person becomes a little bit more aware of the Creator. Fa'ad latachlit ha'ilui, until the ultimate awareness of the Creator, B'zeh and the Geula Tira, and the future redemption. Let's take a 1-minute break.